So today's video, we want to put these cups into the awl. These cups have been made, the Bustier cups, to fix into this awl that we have right here. And around the cup we left a half-inch seam allowance thereabouts, before the foam that makes up the cup. So what we're going to do is going to match this half seam allowance to here and on the other side and pin it all the way around. One thing that you need to note is that this is the wrong side of the cup, meaning this is the lining part of the cup, and that's why it has all of this. The other neat part has a smoother look compared to this. So the technique that I'm showing you is to first of all attach the lining this way such that it looks like the cup is bare open, and then you sew it all the way around. So I'm gonna take this and put it next to this. I'm leaving 0.5 inches at the top here also. The 0.5 inches is so I can turn the fashion fabric with the lining. So I put them like this, wrong side of this facing the right side, or the right looking side of the lining, and I'm going to use about 0.5 to 0.75 inches as my seam allowance round about it. And then I'm going to start. Now I would advise that you pin it all the way around as you sew, but you know me, I am a jagaban. I am free not to pin it right now, but if you are the one sewing, please, and if you are new to this, make sure that you pin it all the way around. Keep your seam allowance as consistent as possible, and make sure that both the cup hole and the cup, they are both at the same, like they are together here, and it's not like one side is sticking out maybe like this and the other side is coming out the other way. So make sure that you sew them together and they are, together always, because it's very slippery and a lot of things can happen if you don't hold them together. And as you sew, make sure that there are no pleats, because this fabric is trying its very best to make sure that I leave pleats in it, but please make sure that there are no pleats as you sew. No pleats on the organza, no on the satin fabric. Okay, and now we are sewing it all the way to the top. So after sewing it all the way to the top, this is what we have. This is the inside of it. We've sewn it together, and then the next thing that I want us to do is to clean this top, and that's why we have 0.5 inches on either side. So we're going to take the fashion fabric and sew it together at the very top here. Now let's do that. So here we have our fashion fabric, and although this one was not lined at all because some people did not follow instructions, but make sure that when you make your own, you put at least like an interface to just strengthen your fashion fabric a little bit, and iron it without steam, because when you iron it with steam, it might leave some bubbles, because the steam turns to water and the water leaves bubbles like when you iron it. So try to make sure that you iron it with your iron without any steam, and make sure that you put the interface or stay on it. So I'm going to put these two together, and let me be a good sewer and use pins, because these ones will be even slipperier. They're both satin facing each other. So I'll use pin and pin both of them together like so, and then I'm going to sew it with half-inch seam allowance. And you see that we left 0.5 here. This is the reason why you're leaving 0.5. So when you sew your lining to your fashion fabric, you would not sew this foam with it. If you sew the foam with it, to become bulky. So I'm just going to sew it out. Okay. after doing that, we have cleaned out the top. I'm going to remove the pins, and then we'll turn this inside out like this, and look at it, it's looking beautiful. But remember, don't fall in love with this too much. This is actually the lining. This one right here, which is even cleaner, is our fashion side, because this is where the things are. So I'm gonna pop it back here out like this, and then I'm going to clean it. So I'm going to fold it like this. I'm going to fold it like this, all the way around like this, and I'm going to then top stitch all the way around like this. So let us make sure that we have enough fabric here to do what we need to do. So I'll fold it here, and then I'm going to pin it right here. Okay, I'm going to fold and pin, fold and pin. Now if you don't want to fold and pin, you can also iron it. Ironing is not bad. In fact, I would prefer to iron, but since I already started this video, I'll just do fold and pin. So if you are close to your iron, you can just iron this instead of folding and pinning it down. So this way. And try to make your top stitch as clean as possible. Okay, so we have our one side done, inside and outside done.